Hey guys, JJ back here with another free pick. This time going to be in the Tampa Bay Rays versus Toronto Blue Jays. Seeing the Rays at minus 127. Totals at 8.5. Game's going to be played in Toronto. Okay, so we pick up two more wins with the under and the Tigers. Whether you played first half or game, it cashed. And the Angels as an underdog, which brings the channel up to 8-1 against the spread in MLB to start the year. Now this is more or less where your prototypical tout or handicapper will say, look at me, I'm the greatest. Who wants to gargle my balls? But ultimately, my message is always going to be different. Let's talk some truths real quick. Total of 10 picks given out thus far. We are 8-1-1, with the lone loss being a Tigers under first half 3.5 on April 3rd, and the push being the Yankees total of 9 on opening day. The rest have all been winners. Now, this pace is wildly unsustainable, so do not get silly thinking that I'm the second coming of Christ here. We're looking for favorable spots where lines are off, where we can find minor edges, sometimes even bigger than that edges. When things are going our way, it will look like this. When they are not, it will look a little messy. I say this all the time. It's not so much about how you handle yourself on the streaks, winning-wise. It's how you handle yourself on the streaks, losing-wise. We've all been there. We've all gone through coolers. They will happen, but it's all about, again, really compartmentalizing your wins and your losses and not being too crazy and not going all in after a few wins because you feel like you're playing with house money, or dumping extra money out, chasing losses when those come as well. The goal needs to be understood that it is 60%. That's our baseline. Am I telling you to stop betting these games because, regression is coming with our current 88% winning percentage on a small sample? No, but I just need your expectations to be actual. Okay, you get this all the time. You win a few games, people jump on that don't normally watch your channel and think all of a sudden, you know everything. No. This is not that type of channel. I'm not sitting here selling you anything. I'm not looking to have you pat me on my back. I just need you all to know that I'm looking for favorable spots. I always am. And when you're running well, it'll look like this. When you're running poorly, it won't. But understand the results portion of it is not as big a concern for me. I know my process is on point. The results will always be there long term. So don't let a few wins fog your memory here or fog your perception. Losses will come, but we will still continue to get favorable numbers. Now, the Rays play the Blue Jays, winners of 4 straight, yielding a combined 7 runs in those 4 games and scoring 27 themselves. They are off to a 10-3 start. And they are number 2 in the league in run differential. Toronto's coming off a good series against Boston, but they still did drop 4 straight before that, and right now Boston in itself, they cannot get out of their own way. Tampa rolls out Ryne Stanek here, so you're going to get him for about 1 or 2 innings, not more than that. Yanni Trinos or Ryan Yarbrough will be following him. Could be both, but more or less mostly going to be one of these guys eating up a bunch of the innings afterwards. Tampa's overall ERA is 1.98. That's half a run better than the second best team in the league, which is the Detroit Tigers. This team is pitching extremely well to start the year. And they're also, hitting a little above average also, despite, not having a whole lot of household names. Now, Toronto brings out Trent Thornton here, had a good start to the year. But here's the thing. His 2 starts were against the Indians and the Tigers, both who are in the bottom 4 in batting average, and both are tied for worst in the league in slugging percentage. So I question how much he's actually been challenged thus far, and he only threw 5 innings against each of them. While the Rays, like I said, are not really a stacked team, they are hitting well, certainly to start the year. I'd like them to touch him up a bit, and Stanek to throw 1 or 2 solid innings, followed by Trinos or Yarbrough to follow somewhat nicely. I like the Rays to at least be very competitive in this game, considering it's on the road. But again, ride the confidence, the winning streak. That's really what I'm going for here. When you break these 2 teams down, you'd probably figure this line's fair. But again, you can't underestimate a winning percentage recently, and a team just playing good baseball, confident baseball. We're getting the far hotter team here in the Rays at a really not very high juice at minus 127, especially relative to how good they've looked early on. Tampa's 3 losses this year have been against Justin Verlander, an 11th inning loss to the Colorado Rockies, 1-0, and 1 Ryan Yarbrough tough inning against the Giants, where he gave up 4 runs in a game they lost 6-4. This team is just playing so confident right now, and ultimately that's the biggest factor in baseball. The batters are seeing the ball well. The pitchers are throwing really well. I'll ride the much hotter team here at pretty low vig, all things considered, against Toronto. So again, it's going to be Rays minus 127. I'm going to ride their streak in this spot. So as far as where this line goes, I got to assume The public's going to be on the Rays here. The sharps are going to be on the Rays here. This line, will it move? I don't know. You know, it could be one of those times where the sharps figure there's value with Toronto here at home as a dog. But again, you know, Tampa's just playing so hot, so I'm just going to ride them in this spot. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you are not. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. And I'll have a few more picks for you for tomorrow, because I do actually have a few games I like for the slate tomorrow. So I'm going to have a few more games to follow, so check them out as well. Again, please drop a comment below if you enjoyed the video, if you like what we're doing for you, the content we're providing. Please, I love the comments. I love responding to you. Also, any games you want to bet tomorrow, any leans you have, post them below. I'll be happy to comment on them. And again, love communicating with you guys and being in touch with you. So again, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will be back with another video soon.